caught around a 500 point trade today, trading NASDAQ futures. Made about $700 on my funded account. So yeah, let me get to the breakdown. So what I saw was obviously yesterday we gapped down. Trump gave us news and we pumped all the way up. We've been continuing to stay under the 9-day EMA. That's my main indicator right now, as we've been chopping along it and just slowly dropping down once we broke below this big range. All right, so what I did was I checked my 4 hourly, my hourly. Yesterday we have a big high, big low. We make a huge fair value gap, or a huge gap that needs to be filled, whatever you want to call it. It's a big gap, right? Because we pumped up so much. And I also noticed that last night when we opened, Asia session opens here. New York session kind of chopped. We got a pump before the market, and then we got one big move down and then just kind of chopped around the moving averages, right? But what I saw in the hourly was that we got super tight, right? We're starting to consolidate. Then night session broke down. Asia session breaks down, undercuts the moving average, and then we start chopping again. And then I saw that we decided to come back up and sweep Asia high during London session, or around London session. Then we continue to dump again, take out lows. So I figured that we weren't going to get a lot of volatility, which realistically I wish we got this volatility after market. We're ripping right now. But I just looked at my levels, you know, same old, mark out my highs, mark out my lows. Had a bearish bias going in today, even though the pump marked out these highs, these lows, which were my TP from yesterday, because I didn't like how we opened today. There's a lot of wicks down here, as you can see. Like, this whole area had a ton of orders filled in it. That's why we chopped when we came down and touched it. But I didn't get as good of a risk reward, but it was a pretty quick trade. I was in it for about 30 to 40 minutes. Let's see. Went in the market open. Lots of chop. Wasn't really too excited to watch this morning. Got off the charts about 11 during lunch hour. Had to do some stuff with my car, so I stopped watching it. Then I watched us take a low immediately. We moved back up, and then we're starting to test this range. Notice that there was an imbalance right here that we've wicked past. So once we pushed above it, I was looking at calls, but a couple minutes later, we made wicks, a few wick candles, showing that we can't push higher. And ultimately, when we undercut below the EMA, I started looking for puts again. We undercut really quick, had a really fast move down, creating a bearish fair value gap, which was my target for an entry. I wanted to see a retest back above the moving averages and then a push lower, which is exactly what I got. So, 1 second. So what we got, go down to a lower time frame. I think I was looking at the 2-minute on here for pointers. But we have a big move back up, overcut, right? Then basically all I did was my entry was wait till we get back to this range. My stop loss went to high of day. Once we tested back in this range and chopped for about 5 minutes, I think I took it on this green candle right here on the 1 minute. It's using the 5 minute, but I cut back to the 1 minute. Where was I? Up here. I don't know. The moving averages don't lie. Swing trade a lot, but I've been getting into day trading more just because the market's not really good for swing trading right now. But today was overall pretty choppy. Could have re-added a position here, but break even went once we sweep this low. So market comes in, open up, come down, sweep the low right here, go to break even. My stop loss gets moved right here, and we're in here risk free. Push back up, test above the EMAs, reject them twice, which also tells me even more confirmation that we're going to end up going lower. And as you can see, after we chopped, we got that 15 minutes confirmation, which is a huge candle going down like 400 points, and ultimately hit my TP. Today's market structure was pretty choppy. I'm not liking the markets too much, but there are volatile moves. Same thing with yesterday. Yesterday I caught this leg. I'm doing a lot better with puts than calls. Caught this leg down just off of the imbalance. I like the moving averages a lot. because as you can see, the trend is your friend. We're moving up, we're overcutting it, and then we're staying above the moving average, above the moving average, above the moving average. Then what happens? We come down, test the moving average, undercut it, which you would see on a lower time frame. We cut it quicker. We cut it all the way up here on this high. Have a big resistance line. And a little flat top, which basically is just a bull flag on a 5 minute. Big move up, consolidating. And we're looking for the retrace lower, which we got yesterday. Made about 500 on my funded, I think, but pretty good so far this week. Not really sure how we're going to keep moving. I'm not sure why the market's pumping so much after hours right now. Where are we? Like, I was just looking because I was about to make my recap, and market opens and we get a 900 point move, which is crazy. Like, we didn't see that all day today. We didn't have any volatility. It was just a chop day, which realistically I shouldn't have traded, but I was on the charts. Saw a decent setup, took it, won. But this volatility is pretty crazy. Hopefully tomorrow is a little bit cleaner. Bias is still very bearish, as you can see. If we move, we did have breakdown, creating a very big wedge for a while on the daily, even on the weekly, as you can see. And then either around here, I was watching to see if we're going to overcut or undercut it. Undercut it, close below the moving average. And once again, like I said, the moving average is just your friend. We're in a bullish trend. We're above it, above it, above it. Undercut it, push right back up. Above it, above it, above it, above it. Right here, close on the weekly. What do? We close below it. And then what's it been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks so far. We've been closing under it. Took everything for me not to start spamming 6, 7. But lots of chop recently. Hopefully we get a little bit better market conditions soon. I like trading more momentum versus chop, but I think the futures are pretty good for trading chop markets like this, where we're not really making this drastic leg up or down. We're kind of just bouncing around this range, which is fine. We needed this in the market. It was moving way too quick, but I don't know. I don't really know what else I can go over. Maybe some long-term positions, long-term stocks I'm looking at buying. Obviously, energy is really good right now. Fuel's doing really good. I'm in Exxon right now, looking pretty clean. Bought it off of this breakout on the daily right here. Made higher lows, had a really big leg up. Let me scroll out. As you can see, we're chopping for a while, making higher lows, higher highs, build a really big base off this level. Right here, we finally break out of it, make a big move up above 30%. Right at 30%. What do? Go sideways on the moving averages, finally break out of this range. And we're up about 10% right now on shares. Not too bad. Not too bad. There's not a lot of setups I'm watching right now. I can go through my scanner, see if there's anything good. But honestly, just being really patient in this market. Really patient. Trying to be really calculated with what I'm risking my money with. That's kind of why I've been going towards a funded. This is a really good breakout today. Had some friends that took this, moved up 20%. Same thing, big leg up. But overall, not very many setups. Let's look at SanDisk. What are we doing on the daily? Still consolidating. Had a nice move back off the undercut though. Be about 30%, 40% tops. But I'm watching this stock always very good. But for the most part, been trading SPY, been trading a little bit of ES. Mostly NASDAQ though. Was doing options contracts. As you can see, all my levels are marked out. Don't have them on these just because I haven't taken the time to set them all down. But we're looking pretty good. This could be a very bullish day tomorrow for breaking out of this range and continuing to stay above it. I like this. Hopefully overnight session doesn't pump too hard and we get a good New York session tomorrow. If we do, I'll have another recap. I'm going to start trying to post a little bit more. But yeah, hopefully 9 minutes. Good WYAP session. More of it soon, for sure.